When I first stepped into sales, I was, to put it kindly, terrible. I didn't know how to sell the sizzle of the products I loved. I overwhelmed potential clients with too many details, convinced that if I shared enough, they'd feel as excited as I was. Instead, I left with more "I'll think about it" responses than I could count. It was frustrating, and I questioned if I'd ever get it right. I believed deeply in what I was selling, but belief alone wasn't enough. I thought information was power, so I gave as much of it as possible. What I didn't realize was that sales isn't about the information, it's about the connection. People don't buy products because they know every feature. They buy because they feel like it will solve a problem, improve their life, or bring joy. I had to learn that the hard way. One of the hardest lessons I learned was that selling isn't about features, it's about the experience. People want to know how a product will make their lives better, not hear every technical detail. I had to shift from what I wanted to say to what my clients wanted to hear. Instead of listing facts, I started asking, how will this solve their problem? How will it make them feel? This shift wasn't easy. As an engineer, I was trained to focus on specifics. I thought precision was persuasive, but I realized that sales required emotion and connection, not just logic. I began painting pictures with stories, how the product simplified my life or brought joy. By sharing real experiences, I connected with clients on a deeper level. When I let myself become the bridge between a product and the customer's emotions, I saw a real shift. I shared personal anecdotes about how the product helped me in real life situations. If I was selling skincare, I didn't just say it hydrates. I said, after a long day, this cream feels like a mini spa treatment. It's my little moment of self-care before I go to bed. Suddenly, the product wasn't just lotion, it was part of a comforting nightly ritual. Another breakthrough came when I stopped taking myself so seriously. I believed success required a polished professional persona, but acting perfect created distance. Clients sensed the rehearsed tone, and conversations felt stiff. I decided to let go and have fun. I embraced my natural, enthusiastic self, even if I stumbled over words. I laughed, I shared openly, and suddenly clients responded. People want real, not perfect. They connected with my authenticity, not my flawless pitch. When I started to relax, it felt like a weight had been lifted. I no longer worried about getting every word right or looking put together all the time. I focused on creating meaningful conversations. And guess what? People actually enjoyed talking to me. They weren't buying just a product, they were buying the experience I was creating for them. This approach transformed not just face to face interactions, but also my online presence. Online, there's pressure to appear polished, but I found that authenticity attracts people. I started sharing behind the scenes moments, the messy parts, and even mishaps. By letting people see the human side of my business, my online community grew. I'll never forget the day I went live on social media and accidentally knocked over my coffee. Instead of cutting the feed, I laughed and kept going. The audience laughed with me. I got more engagement on that video than any other. People appreciate realness. Sales is more than a skill, it's a mindset. I learned that I didn't have to convince anyone. I had to connect. When I focused on people, not the sale, things fell into place. Clients wanted to work with someone who truly believed in what she was offering. To anyone new to sales, know this: you don't need the perfect pitch. You just need to be yourself, keep learning, and share your excitement. Influence isn't about force or expertise, it's about relatability. When you relax and stay true to yourself, connection happens naturally. I've found that people don't buy because of the product alone. They buy because of the trust they feel toward the person selling it. And trust is built through honesty, consistency, and a little vulnerability. Let go of perfection. Sales is about conversations, not pressure. The more you show up as yourself, the more trust you build. Soon, the fear of selling fades, replaced by connection and fun. If you're overwhelmed by sales, take a deep breath. Remind yourself that sales is simply sharing something you believe in. Think of it like recommending your favorite restaurant to a friend. There's no script or fear involved,
just excitement about something you love. One last thing, embrace the learning process. Every mistake I made in sales taught me something valuable. There's no shame in failing at first. Growth comes through those failures, and in time, you'll realize those mistakes were simply stepping stones leading you to success.